The morning of April 18th seemed like any other at Franklin K. Lane High School in Brooklyn. The sun gleamed over the campus as students filed into their classes, unaware that the day would soon transform into a test of courage, teamwork, and leadership that no one could have predicted. For the seniors of the Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps, what began as another ordinary school day would soon become a day of heroism. The AFJROTC program at Franklin K. Lane High was well known for its disciplined students, particularly the senior class, who had spent 4 years learning about leadership, responsibility, and military tactics. Under the guidance of Lieutenant Colonel Daniels, a retired Air Force officer, the seniors had become a tight-knit unit that took pride in their training and each other. Little did they know that their rigorous drills and classes would be put to the ultimate test. By mid-morning, the unthinkable happened. A group of armed terrorists stormed the school, taking students and teachers hostage in the cafeteria. The news spread quickly as fear gripped the campus. The attackers, masked and carrying weapons, demanded that their message be broadcasted nationwide, using the hostages as leverage. Chaos erupted as teachers tried to secure their classrooms, but the situation felt hopeless. Amidst the confusion, the AFJROTC senior class, who were in the gymnasium for their morning drills, sprang into action. Lieutenant Colonel Daniels, having heard the news, quickly assessed the situation. With no time to waste, he turned to his senior cadets, his voice steady but filled with urgency. "We train for scenarios like this," Lieutenant Colonel Daniels said. "This is our moment. We cannot sit back while innocent people are in danger." The senior cadets knew what they had to do. The training they'd undergone over the years in team coordination, crisis management, and leadership now seemed more valuable than ever. A quick plan was formed. The seniors split into small teams, each with a designated role. Communication was key, and they used their ROTC radios to stay in contact as they navigated the school, evading the terrorists' movements. Cadet Colonel Sarah Mitchell, the class commander, took charge of Team Alpha. Her job was to locate the school's security room and access the camera feeds to gather information about the attackers' movements. Mitchell, calm under pressure, led her team through back hallways, avoiding detection. Once inside the security room, she tapped into the cameras, relaying crucial details back to the rest of the cadets. Meanwhile, Cadet Captain James Carter led Team Bravo, tasked with securing an exit route for the hostages. Using their knowledge of the school's layout, Carter's team moved silently through the maintenance tunnels that ran beneath the school. They knew the layout inside and out, giving them an advantage over the attackers who were unfamiliar with the building's hidden passageways. As the two teams worked behind the scenes, Lieutenant Colonel Daniels stayed in contact with local authorities, coordinating their arrival while keeping the terrorists unaware of their presence. The senior class knew they had to act quickly before the situation escalated further. The terrorists, however, were growing impatient. Their leader, a menacing figure dressed in black, began making threats to harm the hostages if their demands were not met. Time was running out. Cadet Senior Master Sergeant Brandon Lewis, known for his calm demeanor under pressure, took the lead of Team Charlie. His team was responsible for creating a diversion, drawing the terrorists away from the hostages. Using their ROTC training, Team Charlie fashioned makeshift distractions, setting off fire alarms and creating loud noises on the opposite end of the school. The terrorists, believing they were under attack, scrambled to investigate, leaving only 2 guards with the hostages. This was the moment Team Alpha had been waiting for. Mitchell relayed the updated information to the authorities and Carter's team. As the remaining terrorists moved towards the disturbance, the cadets took action. Carter's team swiftly moved into the cafeteria, subduing the 2 guards without firing a single shot. They used the element of surprise and their hand-to-hand combat skills, leaving the guards incapacitated before they had a chance to react. With the hostages secured, the authorities, who had arrived at the school's perimeter, were able to move in. The diversion had worked perfectly, allowing the police to surround the remaining attackers. By the time the terrorists realized what had happened, they were trapped. The entire ordeal lasted just over an hour, but for those involved, it felt like a lifetime. The hostages, teachers, and students alike were saved, and no lives were lost thanks to the quick thinking and bravery of the AFJROTC senior class. In the aftermath, the seniors were hailed as heroes, though they remained humble. "We just did what we were trained to do," Mitchell said in a local news interview. "We never imagined we'd be in a situation like that, but when it happened, we knew we had to step up." The story of the AFJROTC seniors' courage spread quickly, and their actions became a source of inspiration to the entire Brooklyn community. They had turned what could have been a tragedy into a story of resilience and heroism, proving that even in the darkest of times, leadership and teamwork could shine through.